everyone, Lady Amathia here with my latest deck. It arrived 10 minutes ago, so it's brand new, hot off the press. So I just watched on Saturday, I think. On Saturday I watched possibly one of her latest, Wicked Moonlight? Oh god, I literally just looked at the name and I've already forgotten. Yes, Natasha from Wicked Moonlight. I just watched one of her latest videos, which I will post a link to in the little description box down below. Oh yeah. For the Unofficial Office Tarot. Ah! See, I should have worn my Dunder Mifflin shirt. Honestly. Star Wars it is. Anyway, so this one is published by Smith Street Gift. I just got it today. After seeing it, I had to pick it up. The Office is one of my favourite shows. I cannot tell you how many times I have watched it. I recently finished my watch and started again. Possibly the next day. I know it's a very popular show. And there's something about it, I guess, that resonates with people. The everyday mundane day-to-day activities about it, and I just love it. I just love this show so much. It's one of the rare exceptions where I don't like the British version, possibly because Ricky Gervais can't stand. But the illustrations are by Chantal de Souza and they are gorgeous. The artwork is great. So it's one of these type boxes, and Michael on the front with Kelly, Jim and Meredith on that side, and then Ryan, Pam and Dwight on the other side. You know, all the stars. And so this deck does not come with a guidebook, which I saw in Wicked Moonlight's comments. The illustrator did say would have loved to have had, but sadly not. There is a little cheat sheet, I suppose, that tells you just about shuffling and spreads and reading, and says that it's based on the Pamela Coleman Smith's artwork style. So if you can read a basic tarot deck, you can read this deck. But oh my god, the art is just, it's divine. So I'm going to go through every card and I may point out some of the details because it's just incredible. So we have, for the full, because who else would it be? Oh, there we go. We have Michael Scott, and he's holding his world's best boss mug, and there's the little teeth down the bottom because he always had all his novelty things on his desk. He's got his briefcase and he's taking a step out and there's paper flying everywhere. And we've got, again, traditional Rider-Waite symbol of dog, which is quite often common in the full. And who better for the magician than Ryan Howard? Ah, yes, Ryan. He's actually one of the show's writers, believe it or not. And of course, I can't think of his name off the top of my head, the actual actor's name. But to write yourself as such a character, that takes a lot of personal conviction, I reckon. So you can see he's got the 4 traditional symbols of the magician, which correspond with the suits of the tarot: the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacle. And his little hat says property of Michael Scott. So he's probably stolen Michael's hat. And you can see just the generic office background going on. And it's got a comet and an infinity sign. So that's pretty cool. And then for the High Priestess, Phyllis Vance. And Phyllis as the High Priestess is just perfect. And is that beets instead of pomegranates? I'm not sure. But for her symbol, we've got the knitting, because Phyllis was an avid knitter. And instead of the towers, the Gates of Solomon, is that what it is? We've got stacks of office paper, which is perfect for Dunder Mifflin. And then, I know not everyone loves a Program Empress, but Pam Beasley, and those are definitely beets. And And Pam's little symbol, I'm sorry, the light is a bit weird in here. The light's always weird in here. Pam's little symbol is the paintbrush. It's so perfect for Pam. She just looks so glowing as the Empress. And then for the Emperor, we have Dwight. And again, beats for the symbol because Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. You just have to. And this, oh my god, perfect. This is just such a perfect one. For the Hierophant, we have Angela. And she's standing on a paper box. How cute is that? And she sprinkles his name tag. Oh my god. Who else would it be for the lovers but everyone's favourite, Pam and Jim? And you can see around the things from the teapot. And it's got a heart. And what's in the other corner? Jello in stapler in jelly. There we go. So this is just a perfect little kind of lovers card. Shows, you know, the most popular couple from the show. Unless you're a Dwight and Angela fan, which is totally fine. They really work together. And then for the Chariot, it's Jo Bennett of Sabre and her gigantic dogs. Excellent. Very great. And for Strength, this one's quite cute. We have Jim playing basketball with a lion mascot. So we've got the traditional lion incorporated. And again, there's the jelly, the stapler in Jello. And the Hermit, oh my god, this is so perfect. Toby Flenderson as the Hermit. And you can see in the corner for his symbol is the pen. Toby being HR, he's got the complaints boxes behind him, and they say, complaints, Michael Scott from Angela Martin. Complaints, Michael Scott from Angela Martin. Complaints, Michael Scott from Oscar Martinez. And there's one more box that you can't see the description of. And the Wheel of Fortune, this is just perfect. Meredith Palmer in her 4 different states. Meredith with hair on fire and bald Meredith. And oh, who encapsulates the Wheel of Fortune better than Meredith? I just love it. And then Justice with his pride calculator, Oscar Martinez. And again, we've got the stacks of the paper boxes and standing on a archive box. What better for accounting? Oh, Hanged Man, Kevin Malone, and the beans, his beans that are falling down, and the M&Ms because Kevin loved his M&Ms, and in his symbol is a pair of M&Ms, and they say KM for Kevin Malone. So how good is that? This one's too funny. Creed Bratton, and he's actually performing live in Perth tonight. So I don't understand. Creed, I swear to God, he's just so funny. And we've got the mung beans that he propagates in his drawer that give that old man death smell that Ryan hates so much. And what is the 2 gravestones? One says the Stanford branch and the other one says the Yonkers branch. Perfect. Temperance. Here we have Stanley Hudson. And his symbol is the pretzel. And in his pocket is a pretzel. And in his other pocket is a word search puzzle. Is he? Oh, he's just got more symbols. But this is just perfect. This is perfect for Stanley. Can't have an office tarot without Stanley. Robert California as the devil. And his symbol is the lizard because he is the Lizard King. In fact, that little lizard has a crown. Yep. And of course, he's got a bottle of wine because why not? And this is an interesting choice. And it's quite cute. For the tower, we've got little Aaron Hamlin and little, those disposable cameras. And of course, it's a tower of paper because what else would it be for the office? All right, next up. And again, it's Erin for the star. So she's pouring water from a teapot as well as a watering can. So, yeah, that's cute. Now this one, I get it. The moon. This is actually Creed. And I wasn't sure who it was at first, but it says, the boxes say, books on how to disappear, how to get away with murder, and then William Charles Snyder items. So this, I'm pretty sure this is Creed, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is who Creed really was, or wasn't, or maybe, who knows. And then the Sun, who better for the Sun than Kelly Kapoor herself, with her beautiful yellow lidded boxes and a big ring. Judgment. Oh, Judgment is Sprinkles. And Dwight. And Beats. How good is that? Yep, that is just perfect. And then this one does confuse me. I've got to say, I'm not sold on this one particular choice. The World. Karen Filippelli. She's not a huge major character. I mean, yeah, she does have an impact on the story, but I don't know. I don't see her as the World, but that's okay. I'm not here to criticize the artist because I think overall this deck is just marvelous. And then what I really love that they've done for all the aces is it's a Dundee. And so for the Ace of Wands, the Dundee reads Creative Spark and Most Potential Award. And the figure on the Dundee is holding a wand. All right. So, obviously in the wands. So for the Two of Wands, we've got Pam reading the design school brochure while she's still at reception and making that big decision. And what... Oh, and there's a statue of New York, of the Statue of Liberty, and a case of pencils on her desk as well. And then, Three of Wands, we have Jim, and that looks like he's at Athlete, just based on the backdrop of the color scheme. And again, jelly stapler. Four of Wands. This is from the Dunder Mifflin Olympics games that they had, and Michael Scott ended up coming first, and he was very confused about the whole thing. It was quite a cute episode. I really love that episode. And we've got the jelly and the teeth and the beat because it's got Dwight, Michael, and Jim all in here. And we have our first appearance of Andy Bernard as the sumo wrestlers from the Survivor episode. So we've got the drama masks for Andy and the beats for Dwight as the Five of Wands. Perfect, because talk about conflict. Those two really did have conflict. And the Dundies, again, for number 6 of Wands, we've got Pam. So I'm wondering if this is Pam when she's a bit drunk at the Dundies and she wins an award. What does the award say? Whitest sneakers. Yep. Good stuff. All right, for the 7 of Wands, we have... Oops. The 7 of Wands, we have Ryan and Dwight versus Michael, all wielding sticks, wands, whatever. And again, we have the symbols that represent each of their characters. That's obviously in Michael's office. 8 of Wands. Again, Wonderkind Brian Howard in his woof phase when he's been relegated to the supply closet for crimes against Jim. And then, this is quite a good 9 of Wands. We've got Dwight at the farm planting his wands. And for the 10 of Wands, we have Michael with his Halloween costume where he had the paper mache version of himself. That's quite good. I can't remember his name. Will Ferrell's character, D'Angelo Vickers. And it's got all his Arizona memorabilia going on with the cactus and the 10-gallon hat and the desert scene behind him wielding his wand. I think that's a good page of wands. And for the Knight of Wands, we have Andy Bernard, the Nard Dog. And again, we've got the drama mask to represent him. And he's holding a helm to represent being a knight, so that's cute. Oh, this is lovely. So we've got Carol. I can't remember Carol's surname. She's the real estate agent who Michael briefly dates. Oh, wait, no. That's not Carol. That's, because it's got, oh my God. That's, the woman Michael marries. What's her name? Why can't I think of her name? Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. Because it's got the Groucho Marx glasses. This is a perfect Queen of Wands. Because then for the King of Wands, again with the sunflowers, you've got Michael. What is her name? Oh. Holly. Holly and Michael for the King and Queen of Wands. Perfect. And then for the Ace of Pentacles, the Dundee Award is Prosperity and Abundance. So we've got the pentacle in the corner. Trying to balance it all, the Two of Pentacles, we have Jim going in between Dunder Mifflin and Athlete. So that's a pretty good representation. I wish to buy the wizard. It is Fancy Dwight when they Pretty Womaned him with Andy and Jim in the background and they go shopping. So it's got all of their symbols, which I just really love. And the Four of Pentacles. Oh, it's the party planning committee with Angela and Phyllis. And it says, happy birthday, Oscar in the background. Is that a lone cupcake? Yes, it is, with a birthday candle in it. Perfect for the party planning committee. And then, Five of Pentacles, we have Angela in her homeless stage, where she's drinking alcohol straight from a shake cup and buying tents on the internet. And then right after that, we have the beautiful Six of Pentacles, where Oscar gives Angela the key, and they end up sharing their space together until Angela gets back on her feet, which is just beautiful. And then for the Seven of Pentacles, we have Stanley Hudson doing a crossword. And it says 900 days until retirement, and I have a dream, which is a rocket shooting into space. And again, the pretzels. And for the Eight of Pentacles, we have Karen Filippelli and Phyllis Vance. And we've got the chips to represent Karen, the ones that Jim went to all the effort to get. And again, the knitting for Phyllis. And this is the episode where they go on a sales call together and Phyllis gets Karen a makeover. The Nine of Pentacles. Again, we have a Fancy Dwight. And this is for the party that they hold at Shroot Farms, where Jim tricks him into buying that etiquette book and he does all the etiquette stuff, and it's too funny. Oh, and the Ten of Pentacles is just beautiful. It is the Shroots all together. So we've got Dwight and Mose, and then Angela and their son Philip. Well, Dwight and Angela's son, not Angela and Mose. Oh God. And showing the prosperity of the harvest of beets. Oh. The Page of Pentacles. We have Gabe Lewis just holding a huge pentacle, and his symbol is a katana because of his Japanese obsession. Oh, Gabe, he's so cringy. And for the Knight of Pentacles, we have Daryl Philbin, the man himself. And again, the knight is holding a helm. Interestingly, it's got a different colored feather to the wand. So I have noticed that the suits so far have different colors to represent them. And Daryl's symbol is a music note. Perfect. I'm just going to have a sip of my tea because it might be drinkable now. Hey, it matches my top. There we go. And for the, oh, this is lovely. For the Queen of Pentacles, we have Phyllis. I think the grapes are a nod to the drinking, because for the King, we have Bob Vance. Perfect. Bob Vance of Vance Refrigeration. All right, so for the Ace of Cups, the Dundee says True Fulfillment and Joy Award, and we've got cups in the corners. Oh, Two of Cups, Jim and Pam listening to songs together back in the early days before they were together. Three of Cups, talk about a party. We have a Merry Moroccan Christmas with Angela, Kelly, and Andy. What a time that was. Oh boy, who remembers that episode? For the Four of Cups, we've got Jim, who is trying to decide which cup to take. Oh, this one's sad. Five of Cups. Look at poor Dwight's crying in his car. And for the Six of Cups, back to our Moroccan Christmas, we have Michael presenting Holly with flowers. Holly, I'm trying to think of Holly's surname. Holly Flack? Is that it? And that's when she comes back to Scranton, thanks to Joe's interference. And here we have, for the Seven of Cups, we have Gabe Lewis sitting at his desk with all the cups and all the decisions. Let's see what's in his cups. We've got the mask, a handkerchief, a crown, a heart, a diamond, a mirror, and a snake. This is good. Oh, why am I blanking on the name? I can picture his character. I can hear his voice. David, does it say it on here? David Wallace, yes. David Wallace, the CFO of Dunder Mifflin, and his Suck It jumper. And for a beautiful Nine of Cups, we have Dwight and Angela at their wedding. At least you assume so, based on the outfit. And the Ten of Cups, we have Pam and Jim with some kids playing in the background, and that looks like that's meant to represent the rainbow. Oh, the Page of Cups, Nellie Bertram. And there's a goldfish in the water cooler, so that's interesting. But I guess, you know, cups, water, and her symbol is the saber pyramid, the tablet that never quite got anywhere. And for the Knight of Cups, we have Jan, and Serenity by Jan is represented in here with the candles. Oh boy, Jan. Jan Levison Gould. What a character she is. Now, for the Queen of Cups, we have Pam, and she has a teapot. And for the King of Cups, who else would it be but Jim? Jim Halpert. All right, so we're getting towards the end. I do apologize for the length of this video, but I really wanted to show all the beautiful detail in this card. For the Ace of Swords, we have the Dundee that says new ideas and mental clarity. Oh, how good's this Two of Swords blindfolded sitting on an office chair is Michael Scott. Three of Swords with the cup. We have Meredith being attacked by a bat. For the Four of Swords, we have Michael, and I assume he's on holidays at Sandals, Jamaica. For the Five of Swords, we have Andy and Dwight, and Dwight is looking away in sadness, and Andy is the one brandishing the swords. Trying to see if there's any particular detail. Nope. And then for the Six of Swords, we have Andy going off to audition, and he's carrying the swords in his backpack. Don't do it, Andy. It's a mistake. Seven of Swords. Nellie Bertram, who's taken over Andy's desk. And she's got the swords on her desk. How good is that? And for the Eight of Swords, we have Dwight with a backpack of swords pointing upwards. Interesting. Now, apparently this is actually one of the most popular episode of The Office, is the dinner party episode. And so this shows Michael Scott for the Nine of Swords at the dinner party. And the dinner party episode is an absolute disaster. But apparently it's the most popular and one of the most popular television episodes. And plenty of people have done analysis on it. I did read an article about it recently, I don't know how recently is, but on the ABC, about how cringe can be quite pleasurable in a confusing kind of way. So that's interesting. Please ignore the puppy sounds in the background. Hopefully she's not too loud. Oh, Ten of Swords. We have Angela, Oscar, and the Senator. And the text reads, Scranton Animal Welfare Society is on the picture. Call grief counsellor, call divorce lawyer, and the sword is over the wedding ring. So, yep, that's pretty perfect. For the Page of Swords, we have Michael Scott. For the Knight of Swords, we have Roy, who was Pam's fiance before she realised that she loved Jim. For the Queen of Swords, we have Angela Martin with sprinkles in her lap. And for the King of Swords, for his one and only appearance in the deck, Charles Minor, played by Idris Elba. And with the soccer ball / football, whatever you want to call it, in the corner as his symbol. Perfect. So the cardstock's not, you know, stellar, but it's fine. It's not particularly flimsy, but it's, you know, it shuffles easily enough. Let's shuffle and draw a card, because this is actually the tarot deck I'm going to work with this week, because this deck arrived just not long after I got home after my appointments for the morning, and I was thinking as I was driving, oh, what tarot deck am I going to work with for the week? And it showed up before I'd made my decision, so clearly it's the Office. And let's see, what card are we going to get? Oh, Seven of Pentacles, Stanley Hudson, 900 Days to Retirement. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. I bought this on Amazon, which is how it came so quickly. It is an unofficial deck, so it's not affiliated with the show, but I just think it perfectly encapsulates the energy and the characters. Like I said, Karen being the world was probably my one card where I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm not sold on that. But then again, who would I pick as the world? Hard to say. Maybe, I mean, Karen probably does deserve her own card. She, you know, not to criticize her or anything, but I mean, I'm a Pam and Jim stan, so I understand why they put Karen and Jim together, but still, yeah, so that's the Office Tarot. I have bought a few other decks lately, but there's been a lot going on, and we're going to be traveling soon, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to be getting many more videos happening before we go away. My hardest decision right now is what decks I will take when I'm traveling, because I can't go away for a month and not have a tarot deck. I know what Oracle deck I'm going to take, and long-time viewers to this channel will know it's going to be the Foxfire Kitsune Oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish. But as for the tarot, oh, that's a much harder decision, because I'll be away for a month, and I want a deck that not only can I read for myself, but read for other people, because I'm going to be seeing friends who I will be doing tarot stuff with, so I'd love to have a deck. So I've got to go through and think about it. Like, decks I will not take definitely include my last Unicorn Tarot, because that is in a wooden box and is very precious to me. And big ones like the Wild Unknown that are just in those huge boxes, I just don't want to take a big bulky box. So I'll have a think about what I'm going to take. Who knows, maybe the Office Tarot may be one of them. But yes, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed my video, and until next time, many blessings.